kept going like interconnections and just trying to yeah. Yeah, if we do the outer loop, if it's higher up in elevation, it might be alright. West Moto. So we are here at Roberts Track and Trail. We decided to switch it up a little bit, come out here and ride. This is Northern Gloucester. It's about an hour and a half from where I normally ride. So it's not really too far to travel to get a decent ride in, but a decent ride just wasn't really happening today. We showed up at the wrong time apparently because everything was just a mess. The motocross track, as you guys can see right here, is covered in just basically slop and mud, so you couldn't get any traction, you couldn't get a lift off any of the jumps, and the trails were as equally, if not more so, and just being wet and nasty. So we're going to take a quick lap around this motocross track, show you guys what we are up against. Now, keep in mind during this entire video that this is my personally very first time being out here. I have no idea what is available to ride. I have no idea what the terrain's like. So I'm just trying to get my bearings and figure everything out while we're basically just sliding around. I'm not hitting that one. You gotta be getting it. I don't think I'd be there mentally. You can see this double that Anthony had stopped on top of. I had no idea it was even there. I went around to the side and looked at it. You really got to be dedicated to hit that thing, and just in this slop and mud and muck, and being a trail rider mainly, there's no way I'm going to attempt to do that. All I'm going to do is either break myself or the bike. So if those of you that don't know, I'm on a KTM 300 XCW. Has a Recluse clutch. Everything is adjusted suspension wise for me, my riding style, and my weight. Now you can hear going up to this big tabletop right there on the next lap. I'm really trying to get some kind of momentum up to it, but even on the tabletops, when I'm trying to hit them, there's just no way you can get any lift off of them because it was just so muddy and slippery. And that was a huge surprise to me, seeing as 300, I've never had any issues getting any kind of a lift off any jump or going up any kind of hill climb or anything like that. So it was a surprise. Into the jumps. I tried getting some kind of a lift off that tabletop and just couldn't.
This would be fun if it was dry.
Oh, hell yeah.
I got a couple good shots. I was pretty close to you a couple times in the air.
Oh yeah?
Probably like that. Got a couple good shots.
Hell yeah. You get around the track the way it is now, you'd be struggling on that 125, man. It's just sliding all over the place. Even like with that big tabletop, trying to get a build up, like a run at it, you can't really do it. Yeah. I tried. We're going all over the place. Back and forth, back and forth. You want to do the outer loop? So after some time on the motocross track and figuring out that we couldn't really race around it like it was meant to be raced, we decided we were going to hit the trails where me personally am way more comfortable and see what they were all about. Now, when I called Roberts Track and Trail, they told me they had about 10 miles of trails to go through. This was more like 3 or 4 maybe. I don't know where the confusion was that lies in there, but we're here. We're going to tear through the trails, see what they're all about. So I want to talk about these trails a little bit. Down at the bottom, even the mid sections of these trails and everything. Not so much as the high areas, but down here, four-wheelers are allowed, and it's kind of really rutted, as you guys can see.
So I might just start plowing.
Yeah. But still, though, the problem with those big ones that are real wide like that, you know, four-wheelers are going in it. Let's stop and talk to my buddy Gladius John, as all of you know him. I'll leave a link to his channel in my description somewhere down there. You guys want to check out his stuff? He puts some awesome content out. So we were talking about these ruts and these puddles and everything, and he was talking about just plowing through them. Now I wasn't really on board with it at this time, but as the day progressed on, I got more and more kind of frustrated trying to go around them, and decided, yeah, maybe he's on to something here. Let's just start plowing through them. I don't know if you guys have ever been to Slades Park here in Virginia or have seen my videos about Slades Park, but this place reminds me a whole lot about that. But mainly just because of all of the big holes and everything that you got to kind of go around, because if not, you can very easily sink your bike and just kind of ruin it.
He was on my tail the whole time, like, come on, move out the fucking way.
It's good. He's coming.
It's probably a lot. This is my first.
This was the second time this has actually happened. The trails weren't as clearly marked as we had hoped, so one arrow said to go straight, and then it ended up at the motocross track. The other one said to go left, and we ended up here. Right about that point, I decided I was tired of trying to avoid the mud holes since it was too much of a hassle, and I was just going to plow through every single one of them. Now the guy in front of me, this is his first ride out since PepsiCo, since October. That race he actually had at a wreck. He had broken a couple ribs and had a pretty serious concussion. So it took some time to kind of rejuvenate and get all that squared away and recover and everything. This is his first ride back out, and he is just on it. I absolutely love chasing Anthony through any trail because he's a lot faster than I am, and it actually teaches me, or teach anybody following faster guys, better lines to take and better ways to think about the trail. Out right after you did.
Oh yeah, that shit's quickly.
You alright? Yeah. I came in that little rut that you had just came out of and went over. It's like I'm in it already and just went through the rest of them.
Dude, I got the perfect shot to be falling in that water.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
It was funny too. You got up, just greased the hell. I was like, yep, he's mad at me now.
I wasn't really trying to do that, but. Good. get decent lines and you quit. It's tough. This is actually part one of 2 parts. Second part, we're actually going to hop on Anthony's 2019 YZ450. It is a monster. We tear it around the motocross track a couple times. See what that's all about. We actually got to hop on Gladiator John's KTM 300 as well. I'll definitely put those in the next video as part 2 of Robert's Track and Trail. Make sure you like and subscribe. Yeah, I'm Tin West Moto. I'll see you on the starting line.